Neo. Welcome back to my channel. So yeah guys, as I mentioned previously that I will be investing in one of the body contouring machines. So yeah, this is it guys. I went ahead and I bought myself a Lipo cavitation machine. So it's a 6-in-1 with different type of functions and different probes. So I think the purpose of this video today is pretty much just to take you through what each probe does and just pretty much showing you the machine. So I will be doing the treatments on myself, and I will capture definitely for you guys my before pictures and my progress. So I'll pretty much be joining with you throughout this whole process, just for you guys to see how it's going and the different type of techniques that I'm using to get the maximum results. So I'm just going to show you guys the machine and pretty much maybe just a brief description of what each probe does. I'm not gonna go too much into detail, maybe just a brief description pretty much. So this is the machine that I'm talking about. So as you can see, it's a full set 6-in-1, and what it pretty much comes with is there is this probe here. So this probe is the cavitation probe. So what it does, it sends some vibrating signals and kind of like disturbs and the fat, the fat cells, causing them to burst and pretty much dissolve. Okay, I'm just gonna switch the machine on, right, just for you guys to get a feel of how it sounds like and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click on cavitation. I don't know if you guys can see from there. So with the machine, what you can do, you see there's different modes. Okay, so it starts from mode A, mode B, mode C, mode D. So you can choose the frequency that you want to use, and it comes with a timer as well, so you can set the time depending on the length of the treatment that you want to do and which area you're targeting. And there is obviously the strength as well, so you can either choose to set it to minimum or to maximum. It's really up to you. And I don't know if you guys can hear it from there, but there is this buzzing sound that comes. So with this cavitation probe, this buzzing sound, as it goes into your fat, that's what shakes up the fat cells and causes them to burst, and eventually you're going to be releasing them from your body through either urine, like peeing, pooping it out, or sweating it out pretty much. Okay, so this is the cavitation machine. And then what you also find with this machine is the body RF. Okay, so with the body RF, what it does pretty much, it tightens the skin. You see it, there's that red light here, so this can get really hot on the skin. So when you're using this, you sort of want to keep moving it through the different areas. You don't want to be staying at one place for a long time, and definitely don't want to be putting it still and leaving it there, because you're definitely gonna burn. So you need to always be moving it around, move it in circles, direct it towards the lymph nodes there, so that it can easily drain out as well. You don't want to be doing it in that motion quickly, because you're definitely not going to be able to target or give it time to actually work on that specific area. So you want to leave it a bit there, like rubbing it on, so that your skin kind of reaches a certain temperature. When you feel it's warm enough, then you move on to the next. So this is pretty much what it does. It helps with cellulite, it helps with tightening the skin. So this will probably be my to-go probe after I've shedded all the fat. Okay, right. So there's actually 3 RF probes. There is this one as well. So this is pretty much the same concept, but this is for the face. All right. I think you can also use it for the arms and stuff. It's smaller than the body one that I just shown you guys. And you also have the smaller one. This is quite portable, guys. So this is really called the tripolar RF, and this is really just to use pretty much under your eyes and stuff. So this is it for the face as well. And then what also comes with this machine is what we call the vacuum. All right, so I think with the vacuum, this is probably very important as well to use, because after you've liquefied the fat, it's bursted and it's now floating pretty much, you know, in whatever area that you're working at. You kind of want to now direct it down to the lymphatic nodes, you know, so that it can actually go out through all those methods that I mentioned before. So this is very important. Do not miss this step when you're doing a treatment. This is called the vacuum RF, and it does also have pretty much RF radio frequency as well. Okay. And now to my best part, which is the laser lipos. Okay, so these are the laser lipo, guys, and as you can see, there's 8 of them, and so it's pretty much 8, you know, pairs. As you can see, they go ahead and light up like that. So with these ones, all you do is just place them, you know, one next to each other depending on the target area, and just wrap it up, you know, with one of these bands over here. All right, so you just want to like wrap it all up, put it there, and kind of like, you know, wrap it all up around yourself. So this is more effective for people with larger areas, you know, of fat to burn. Like for in my case, my large area is really around the waist. So for me, this would be more beneficial to kind of like extend the time a bit on this one. So instead of doing your normal 30 minutes on this, maybe I would capitalize and say maybe 45 minutes, for instance, okay, and then, or 40 minutes, and then maybe do 20 minutes of cavitation and you know, 20 minutes of RF. But personally, I feel, and I think with the little bit of research that I've done, with RF, as I mentioned, it is for skin tightening. So for me, I feel like if I use the laser and the cavitation, which are both meant to break down the fat, you know, that would probably be my starting point. And obviously, once the fat is broken down and, you know, I can see maybe a bit of saggy skin or something, then I can, you know, then at that point start using the RF more frequently. But I don't think the RF would benefit me much at this point, considering that my skin is not loose. There's just a whole lot of fat that needs to be bent pretty much. So I think a combination of laser lipo and cavitation and vacuum, that will definitely do wonders for me. Okay. So one very important point before I forget, guys, when you're doing these treatments, you also want to make sure that you are using gel, immersed in gel, guys, because if you don't, then you are going to pretty much burn yourself. You know, for instance, the cavitation machine definitely requires gels for it to be able to slide, you know, and move around, as well as the radio frequency. If you don't have gel and you're using radio frequency, you are going to burn your skin. All right, so you have to make sure that you're using gel and you're using the correct type of gel. That is also very important to note. Okay, so yeah, guys, I think in a nutshell, I've pretty much covered it. I will be doing the treatments from home, so this is pretty much how I've set up, you know, my studio. So yeah, so I just thought I'd give you guys just a quick, you know, intro into this new baby of mine that I just got for myself, and definitely will be joining with you guys when I start the treatments. I will be showing you what areas I'm going to be targeting, but my number one area will definitely be around my waist area, because that's for me the most worrying. Probably after the waist area, I'll then move on to my back, you know, just below the bra line there. You know, there's 1 or 2 rolls there that I've seen. So those are pretty much the areas that I'm going to be starting with. I don't have flabby arms, so I don't think I'd even want to work on that area at all. Maybe at a later stage I might want to look at probably doing my inner thighs, but I think as a starting point, definitely my waist area and my back. That's what I'm going to be working on. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll be sure to respond to them, shed some light. And if you have any tips as well, drop the tips for me. Probably you've used this machine before, what works, what doesn't work, and what different methods, frequencies, that I could probably use to see speedy results. Definitely welcome all comments, all suggestions. So wish me luck, guys.